Hey guys, welcome to Inner Peace with Netta. I'm Netta, and today I will be talking about self investment and community investment. And no, I'm not only talking about money. Money is really energy. Okay, so I am talking about energy and I am talking about your time. Okay, so first and foremost, you must, and on your journey, invest your energy and your time. Most of all, value your energy and your time. Okay? So, of course, I'm going to talk about the self-investment and then correlate it with the community investment. So, and of course, if you got to spend some funds for some courses or just learning something new, going to travel, doing a hobby, just learning something new. Why not invest in yourself, something that you can take with you on your journey? Books, going to school, just anything, learning a new form of art or just learning art, whatever you want to do, right? Invest in yourself. Don't be scared to invest in yourself. I had something this morning to where I was scared. I was pacing back and forth, right? And I had the money, right? But I was like, wait a minute. Like that voice was coming in my head, like that negative chatter. And I was like, yo, I gotta make a video on this. But I ended up investing in myself because it's going to actually help me and help me to grow more in every aspect of my life, okay? And it's new knowledge. It's something that I don't know. So it's not like I was reinvesting in something that I knew and I didn't apply. Yeah, no. So I do coaching. I do spiritual coaching, teaching. And so I make sure that I invest in my growth so that I can give value to whomever I come across. It does not matter if I'm coaching you, if you're a client, whatever. I don't care about that. It's just like I love to learn. I love to be the student and the teacher. And when you're a teacher, you're also the student as well. So you have to invest in yourself, you know. And I've learned that. Gotta invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, who else is gonna invest in you? Whatever you don't do for you, that energy, ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. Just like the unconditional self-love, you have to give it to yourself before you can share it with others, because it's not gonna be unconditional. And if you don't have that relationship with yourself, that's why it's good to own that relationship with yourself. And it's a process, especially if you never had one and you don't know what it is. So, and I'm not talking about selfishness. I'm talking about starting with yourself and exploring yourself. Because if you don't know who you are and you don't like to be with yourself, ain't nobody else gonna try to figure you out. Ain't nobody else gonna want to be around you. So we all got to do that inner work to exploring ourselves, the things that we don't like, our boundaries, our shadow work, our inner child work. I always talk about that so that we can have that integration, balance out that masculine, our feminine, turning our wounds into wisdom so that we can move forward and then just elevating because it is more to this world than this 3D earth. Yes, it is a blessing to be human. We're spiritual beings having a human experience, and this is all part of the spiritual journey. But there is so much more to us. It's just so much more. So we need to self-invest. Most of it is just our energy and our time. And a lot of people don't even know how to be with themselves, and they need to be distracted. I used to be one of those people. So even though I was kind of like introverted, like I used to like to be by myself and have my own space, I feel like if I was ungrounded, then I wanted to be all over the place. So if I just felt like I was just too isolated, of course you need that balance, right? Because I like people, but I also like my space as well. I like my time. I could be with a book. You know, if you sat me in a room with books and food and something to drink for a whole month, I'm good. I am good because I love to read. I love to, and it could be all types of books. It don't have to be any specific genre. If it's enlightening to me, if it's, you know, if it's teaching, not only teaching me some things, it could be a love story, it could just be something to where I learn, or maybe I'll learn a new style of writing because I like to write too. So you have to invest in yourself, you know, your energy and your time. And sometimes, you know, the investment, it will be long term. Okay? It's short term and long term. And you gonna be with you forever, so you better go for the long run. Go for the long run. Just invest in yourself. Invest in your energy. Preserve your energy. Value your energy, because if you don't, nobody else will. And whose fault will that be? Yours. So invest in your energy, in your time, because you don't get that time back. Because if you're ruminating in your thoughts, you're wasting your present time on something in the past. And if you're focused, you know, on the future, you're ruminating for something that didn't even occur yet, and you create your future here in the present, right? So invest in yourself. Just take that time out, whatever you love to do. Okay, make sure you organize your time. And I'm learning to do this, like I'm creating my own schedule. I'm learning to create a consistent schedule where I get to flow. Like, I know what time I'm gonna wake up. What am I gonna do from blocks of time? You know, I made a video about constructive thinking and how we have to organize. You know, like this spiritual journey, yes, it's about going with the ebb and flow, but we are humans, so we do need to organize. So if you got spiritual gifts, you know, empathic, intuitive, and you got your spiritual guides and things like that, and they want to talk to you, or if you just want to take your time out for your spiritual practice or in your development, you have to break out that time. I would do it early in the morning, and then I guess you could do it at night, whichever day works for you. I mean, time of the day, everyone's different. There's no concrete, as long as you do it for yourself, right? So it's just that energy and that time, and then you're showing the universe, like, I value this. You know, this is a value to me. I'm valuing, you know, my being. I'm valuing that quality time. I'm valuing that relationship with myself, you know, because you are one with that divine spark within you. So, you know, you're able to feel more joy, because that's internal, unlike happiness where it just fluctuates, you know. So you have to just be good with yourself. Be good with yourself, you know, and that means compassionate self-introspection, being objective to certain things and making changes, just life and actually living, taking risks, different things. Just invest in it and peel back the layers. You're the master onion. Get the nutrients from within, you know, and just be you, be the authentic you. And if you don't know what that is, just keep peeling off layers. Don't keep adding. Peel it off. And most of the time, not even most of the time, you're an onion. So if you peel off a layer, you really can't put it back on. So be the master onion. I don't know what layer of anything you can peel off and put back on. So you peel off the layer, you can't put it back on. So just peel it off, and you will be surprised what you find under those layers. But take the time and the energy to invest in yourself. and not everybody else. Okay? Now, let me clarify that. Now, community investment. When we are volunteering, we doing things with our family, okay? We need to have a balance to where we're doing things in our community, volunteering. I was saying to myself last month, gotta volunteer more. I volunteered during, before this thing, pause, but even during the time, volunteer. And I was saying to myself, okay, you need to volunteer more. I love community service when I was growing up because I did a lot in school. And I used to do community service at this Penny Marshall senior citizens. It was either senior citizens or just a community center, right? And I used to love it. Like, I used to love it. And then, when you grow up, you just add more stuff to your life. Yeah. So I was like, let me do more community work. Let me be of service, to other things. And you just learn about different things going on in a community that you was oblivious to, and maybe it's of interest to you, the community you live in. Maybe it's something that you can do within the community. It's always something that we can do within our communities. Maybe something with the youth, maybe something with the elders. It don't have to be groundbreaking big. It could just be something small, something minute. Maybe twice a month you give something to a community organization. Or, okay, so I'm gonna be like honest and truthful. I do wish that we live in a society to where you can just, take people out for lunch or, which you can. Just be mindful, don't have that negative thinking of, what is this person going to do something like buy somebody lunch, maybe it's someone homeless or something and they really want food, they really want to eat or, because it's just, like I said, just be mindful. Take them out to eat. Help somebody with their grocery bags and drop it off in front of their building. Be safe, because y'all won't be coming back on this channel saying that you told me to go to, be mindful and drop it off in front of the building. Help people to where your spirit tells you. Just listen to your spirit. So, maybe do something for the youth, get in touch with their parents or the school or something like that and do something like that, maybe you're at a restaurant or, a little fast food place, buy somebody's, their food. I know I talk about food a lot because I'm a food eater, but just, give somebody some money. You never know. You're like, yo, here. Some people be a little leery, why are they giving me this? No. Just giving it. Or, if you, scary or something, fold up, a $20 bill or something and, just drop it. Somebody gonna find it. Trust and believe me, a person who needs it will find it. Just different things that you can do just to give back. And I'm not only talking about as far as money. Give your energy and your time. Maybe there's a community garden. Mentoring. I used to do mentoring the youth, which is so cool. And if that's something that you're into, if you're not into the youth, mentor maybe the elderly or maybe people with special needs and things like that. Just, it has to be of interest to you though, and it's always something. And if it's nothing of interest, maybe you can create something, maybe paint some houses, clean out, clean up the community or something, if that's the type of area that you live in and you can do all that to, host something, if people are interested, just, and even if they're not, maybe people will become more interested. Like, I feel like, and this is me included, and I think that, we judge so much in the communities that we may live in. We probably like, no, because it ain't worth it, and no, people don't really care, and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I feel like more people do care than those that don't. Those that don't, they're going to be missing out. Don't worry about the people who won't care. Don't worry about the people who destroys the community and stuff like that. Just think about the people who actually needs what you're giving. Don't think about the 1% that don't care. Maybe 10%. But just worry about the 90, Like, focus on that. When we focus on grows, right? So if you worry about the people, not worry. I just told y'all not to worry in another video. If you focus on the people that is needing what you can give, it will make you feel good. And, I feel like that helps you too. And we just need a balance. Maybe you can volunteer, do something twice a month. I'm not saying you have to do it every day, no. But I feel like for us to be better and in humanity as a whole, we can do something for one another. And for the people that are giving their time and their energy, let us support them. Yeah, let us support them. Support them, because when somebody give you their time and their energy, especially if it's free of charge, let's support them. Especially if they care, like they doing it from the heart. Now, I'm not saying if somebody charge, we have businesses and nonprofits. Well, nonprofits don't charge, but like, that's still people time, and energy, and I'm an entrepreneur, so you charge the value and things of that nature. But even if a business that does charge, businesses, restaurants, people that's feeding people, give them, it all circulates. It all circulates. If you're learning something and you need a course or something, and somebody could teach you, and you feel like it's worth it, and they bring you value, pay them. Because it's coming back to you. And then you just, and that's how, honestly, how money works. So when you invest in yourself, the universe invests back into you anyway. And when you invest in your community, when you're giving back, because that's where the open and the receiving is. Because if you out here living like you don't have nothing and you being stingy towards yourself and others, then you ain't going to have nothing. And you don't have to have all the money in the world. It's not about money. And I'm talking about the physical people, because money is nothing but energy, but it's about your energy and your time, right? We have to balance that out, giving and receiving. We're abundant, unlimited abundance. So to have that balance, I understand we got our families to take care of and things like that, but we can volunteer, we can give to another organization that we really feel within, like it's legit and it's everything that reflects our morale and our beliefs and what we value. And if it's a benefit to the community and just humanity, period, and to our earth and everything, so we have to invest in elevation and not invest in destruction. And that means the self and us as a community and as a whole. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.